Welcome back to our Sky Thoroughbred Central audience here for the feature. It's race number 8. It's the Hahn Electrical Coolgardie Cup over 1,760 metres. It's the start of the traditional annual race round here at Coolgardie. Crashane, they have left the yard, but for a quick word, are you tipping the favourite or are you tipping a little bit each way?
Going a little bit each way in this. I think it's a great edition of the Coolgardie Cup, and a few here at the top of the market, Scott, that have really got in well at the weights.
It certainly have on these handicap conditions. Only 3 horses who are above the minimum here. And we'll start with number 1, who is carrying top weight here. It's Hahn Parker, a Metro 95, last year's Pinjarra Cup and Autumn Cup winner, Hahn McLaren and Chris Parnham.
Yeah, trained by the master, Hahn McLaren of Caracutta Plate winners, and he's had a lot of success up here with Bomber Bill, Yuma, Alabama Whirly. And look, he should be just about ready to fire. He just looked a little bit big in condition, although I think he's going to be most effective in the Coolgardie Cup.
Number 2 is Touch of Silver, the grey in the field. He's a 7-year-old. He's owned by Adam Durant and Neville Hall. He's going very, very well. He should appreciate the hard surface here. He will carry 59 kilos and be back a long way from the gate, but he's in white-hot form.
Yeah, you definitely hit it on the head there. He's a class galloper, but he needs something special out of the Cup's king, Peter Hall, to be produced. From the gate, he's suited at the weights, the grey. This is his pet distance. He had all those grey dapples over the back, and he looked well.
Number 3, Double Digit, is the favourite. He's very well weighted here. He's a Metro 84 in an 83 plus, so he gets in at 54.5 kilos. He draws perfectly for Alan Kennedy and Ash Maley, and he's another one that's racing in incredible form, including beating Touch of Silver by a length and a half 3 starts ago.
Yeah, well placed, Scott. He was on his toes. He looked a bit keen. He did look well and alert. But he meets Touch of Silver better at the weights, as had Alan Kennedy. He's had to shed some kilos in recent days to ride this horse. That's a good push, and I can see why he's your outright favourite.
Certainly is, and it's been a fair while since I've seen Alan Kennedy ride at 54.5. Number 4, Barry's Rabbit, is another of the greys, another one that'll get back, but not suited in the handicap conditions.
Yeah, only small horse. It was a good effort in the Tats Cup, but in terms of he made ground off, or took ground off a fair scenario in what was a slowly run race. I think this is a lot tougher though.
And we should mention that Kira Yule will ride 1 kilo over, so 55 on the back of Barry's Rabbit. Number 5, Bollywood Blitz, Craig Wright, Fiona Bell.
Yeah, won this race back in 2017, but hasn't really fired this preparation, Bollywood Blitz. Horror Draw faces a task.
Number 6, Boomalaka, another one that steps up sharply in class and looks up against it.
Correct, sits on speed. This is a lot tougher field.
Unfortunately, number 7, Boys Get Around Him, won't be making it to the races today. Number 8, Dark Prospect, drawn wide for Steve Parnham and Neville Parnham.
Well, this is the one I can make a case for, Scott, at each way odds. I thought the track will really suit this horse. He drops back in distance, off a freshen up. The last start second behind Zara Type was very good. If Stephen Parnham can get him in from the gate, I think we'll see something at around about the $20 mark.
They have just loaded in the first runner, First Affair. Number 9, Fair Scenario, led all the way to win the Tats Cup.
Yeah, appreciated the step back from Metro Racing.
Number 10, First Affair, the target of very good support. 2,100 back to a 1,760 here, Pike and Durant.
Yeah, won the Boulder Cup here last year, has already frequented the track.
Another high-speed horse, number 11, 5 Degrees, third up this prep.
Yeah, she can be a bit of a handful, but look for it to be on speed.
Michelle Hagley picks up the ride on Gangbuster.
Yeah, hard to line it up last start performance with the slow speed.
Last year's Coolgardie Cup winner and Inject the Venom.
Yeah, it's had a Perth campaign leading into this.
Sandalwood third up for new trainer Josh Brown after a long injury and forced layoff.
Yeah, no weight on its back. Classy galloper when right.
And the first emergency gets a run, Grand Cadeau.
Yeah, freshened up well up in class.
Crashane Warren, your top 4 ahead of the Hahn Electrical Coolgardie Cup of 2019.
Whizzing through them, Scott. 8 on an each-way basis. Dark Prospect from 2, Touch of Silver. 3, Double Digit, and 1, Hahn Parker. 8, 2, 3, and 1, and we've run out of time.
8, 2, 3, and 1. We certainly have run out of time. Dark Prospect each way for Crashane from 2, Touch of Silver. 3, Double Digit, who looks awfully well placed, and 1, Hahn Parker. 8, 2, 3, 1. Here's Dave Sheehan for the call of the Coolgardie Cup.
So long. Boomalaka now comes up. Touch of Silver now comes along. Fair Scenario now goes in. Double Digit now comes along. Now waiting on Dark Prospect to come up. A few other runners there obscured at the moment. Barry's Rabbit there out of line. Now Dark Prospect now comes along. Now coming along is Barry's Rabbit, 5 degrees, about to link on in. Grand Cadeau, the jockey, still on the ground there, walking around. So Grand Cadeau has to come up, so Barry's Rabbit to come along. Looks to be a race that they should run along in. Boomalaka, Fair Scenario both like to go forward. 5 degrees can race up there. Now 5 degrees about to link on in. First Affairs ideally drawn on the inside, double digit the favourite. He's also well drawn double digit for Alan Kennedy. So waiting on Grand Cadeau to come along. Last year's Coolgardie Cup winner Injector Venom is engaged here. Of course, a fortnight to the Boulder and Campbell Cups. Now in goes Grand Cadeau. Red lights are on. Stand by. Set to go. Ready in the Coolgardie Cup. First Affair the inside, hits the trigger, they're off. First Affair got away well. Barry's Rabbit missed the jump, he went back. Boomalaka came out fast, Gangbuster, and firing around the outside. Fair Scenario's looking for the lead, so it's Fair Scenario in front from Gangbuster, Boomalaka. Then came Bollywood Blitz, they were followed by 5 degrees. First Affair's well placed, it's over on the inside, as is Double Digit, who's over on the outside. A further 1.5 then. Back in the field, a Dark Prospect, he's a Parker's on the inside from Sandal.